Can you be taught how to be a leader? My take is that leadership is something that you can work at and develop over time. Think about it. I doubt whether Nelson Mandela went to a leadership class. Or even back here at home, if you look at some of the business leaders, a good example being Jenga Karume, the late billionaire, I highly doubt with his limited knowledge that he had undergone a leadership class. So indeed, leadership is something that you can work at and develop over time. Let's take you for example. If you are currently wondering whether or not you have the ability necessary to take your team further than you have before and drive them to more success, then I'm here to assure you that you have what it takes. Why? Because there are a number of aspects of leadership that require you to practice. It's not just a matter of you attending a seminar or a class on leadership. Leadership is not built around inborn personality traits. Even the best leaders you can think of didn't have these skills honed from day one. They've had to practice. They've had to put themselves out there. Think about the politicians. We always seen them out there in rallies championing different causes. And that is why even 10, 15 years later, we can still be able to refer to them or look up to them as leaders. And don't forget that they had to fail, and fail some more, in order to find a way of working with their teams. And this has allowed them to discover the success that they have. They didn't walk into their places of work on day one and turn their businesses into the giants they are today. They had to run along the way. And remember, there's an example given of Safaricom that in their first year of business, they were looking only to register 300,000 subscribers. But we all know the story of Safaricom now. With over 20 million subscribers, within 1 year, they had been able to hit over 1 million subscribers. So they had multiplied their target times 3. Okay? So back to the topic of leadership. When you're talking about leaders who've been able to learn, don't forget that one of the things they've done is they needed to develop themselves and grow as a leader to find the success they have. And remember, you're not any different. My advice to you who's seeking to develop your greater leadership skills is don't just rely only on the classroom, seminars, or workshops to be able to develop your leadership skills. Instead, get out into the real world, find a problem and volunteer to fix it. Take on the leadership assignments at work. Don't shy away from going for the bigger goals and trying to accomplish something at your workplace. And don't just stop there. Study great leaders, read about them, whether it's local or international leaders. But remember, don't just blindly follow the information passed out by these leadership experts or gurus. Do your homework. Remember, just as where I started, leadership can be learned if you have the courage and the commitment. And if you're looking for a coach or someone to help you scale up on your leadership skills, there's a link below.